Are you a full-time working mom who's burnt out, exhausted, overwhelmed, and struggling to do it all? Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to talk about the real reasons for working mom burnout and how to fix them. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I post a new video about systems, strategies, and routines that working moms can leverage to become more productive in order to reclaim their life. After having my first child and working full time, I suffered extreme burnout until I found this system that I'm about to share with you that changed my life and changed the lives of others. Like Working Mama Reset member Erica, who said, I now have systems in place to get things organized and to do it in a sustainable way. It has decreased my anxiety so much and has made me a better mom and a better wife. Or Allie, who said, I left with solutions on how to make life better and how to make life more manageable. So with that, let's dive in. 8 years ago, I suffered extreme burnout. I felt like everyone needed me and there wasn't enough of me to go around. It was this balancing act of having three full-time jobs, being a VP at a $700 million company, being a mommy, and managing the household. The type A perfectionist in me was trying so hard to prove myself and to give 100% of me to everyone and everything. I found myself ending every day physically and mentally drained and in tears. I wasn't doing anything well. If I was killing it at work, my home life was a disaster. If my home life was amazing, I felt like I was majorly slacking at my job and competing against all my other non-parent coworkers, while feeling shame every time I had to take off for a doctor's appointment or a school event. On paper, one might have said, wow, she has it all. The truth was, I was burnt out and exhausted. I was tired of being mentally drained, tired of feeling guilty all the time, tired of getting up super early or super late to fit it all in, and especially tired of that good old boys club and my non-parent coworkers who never understood and will never understand that your kids will always be your top priority. If this sounds like you, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button and comment below. Say, this is me. The truth about burnout is it's never just about our jobs, our industry, or a boss. Working mom burnout is a symptom of a much bigger problem. It turns out the business world wasn't built for women. In order to succeed in male-dominated industries, we are all working twice as hard to prove ourselves. And it's burning us all out at work and at home. We don't want to be seen as if we can't do it or our kids are getting in the way of work. Why? Because they're just going to turn around and give it to a man to do or give it to a non-parent coworker. And if you're a career-oriented woman with a family, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here are the real reasons for working mom burnout. Number one, we're all under pressure to do it perfectly. Society pushes the narrative that working moms should be career-driven, yet present at home, or ambitious, yet nurturing, productive, yet available. Society expects women to work like they don't have children and raise children as if we don't work. The expectation to excel in all areas without missing a beat is just unrealistic and unsustainable. Number two is the mental load is never ending. Even when moms aren't actively doing something, we're always thinking, we're always in our heads about school forms, meal planning, scheduling doctor's appointments, remembering birthdays, managing the households, and the list goes on. The weight of always being on, always multitasking, and always living in our heads is exhausting. Number three, the lack of real support. Many working moms don't have a true village, whether it's a partner who shares the load equally, or an employer who supports flexibility, or a community to lean. When everything falls on one person, burnout is inevitable. Number four, no time for rest or recharging. Self-care often feels like a luxury rather than a necessity for working moms. Working moms are notorious for always putting themselves last. thinking they'll rest when they get it all done. Spoiler alert, it's never done. Without time to recharge, burnout and exhaustion builds up fast. Number 5, the guilt cycle. Whether it's mom guilt for working or career guilt for needing flexibility, the constant push and pull between responsibility drains mental and emotional energy. It's a no win situation that leads to resentment and burnout. So, how do we fix it? You need to find a system and a new way of prioritizing. That's what the Working Mama Reset is all about. Here are my 5 favorite tips to combat working mom burnout. Tip number 1, live a life based on values. Your perspective needs to change from doing it all to doing only the things that really matter. This comes down to knowing and understanding your values. If you're not living a life based on values, that's usually when anxiety and depression start to spin. If you value family, but you're working 90-hour work week, something has to change. Your values show up on your calendar. Tip number 2, progress over perfection. Trying to do everything perfectly only leads to stress and burnout. Instead of aiming for flawless, focus on small, consistent steps forward because done is always better than perfect. Our to-do lists never end. So make sure you pick one thing that really matters to you the most and accomplish it for the day. Tip number 3, be intentional with your time. As a working mom, time is our most valuable asset. We need to ditch people pleasing and perfectionist in us. Saying yes to one thing means we're saying no to something else. And when someone throws an hour meeting on your calendar, push back and ask for 30 minutes. Tip number 4, delegate and outsource. Control is overrated. You don't have to do everything yourself to be a great mom or a great employee. Lighten your load by handing off tasks at home and at work so you can focus on what truly matters. And last, tip number 5, prioritize real self-care. Not just bubble bath, but rest, support, and saying no. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself first so that you have the energy you need for what matters most to us. If you're struggling with burnout, exhaustion, and overwhelmed, and interested in learning more about the Working Mama Reset program, I would love to help. Email me at workingmamareset@gmail.com and let's chat about you. Or if you want more time-saving tips and ideas, download my free guide over 101 plus time-saving tips for working moms. You can find the link below in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.